Hey everybody, Mike Rooney here, Coup de Grace News. Look, we're delivering that damn death blow that just stagnates across America and says, hey, you know what? We're not taking this shit. Alright? I don't give a shit. We're going to cover from conspiracy theorists, their views. We're going to knock them dead when they're wrong. The press, we're going to knock them dead when they're wrong. The blogs. I don't care if it's Trump against who. Look, even Democrats. If the Republicans are talking untruths about the Democrats, we're going to knock that down too. You know what? Because I believe in an equal and just society. Okay. Am I happy that Trump got elected? Yes, I am, because I think he'll do some great things for this country. Tonight, we're going to cover Trump's cabinet elects. Okay. These are the top ones in the top tier that if something happens to Trump, okay, who's going to be in charge? That's what we're going to cover today. You know. Here we go. Trump's cabinet elects the U.S. presidential line of succession. Here we go. Number one, Vice President Pence. We know who the hell that is right now. All right. Speaker of the House. All right. It's going to be second in charge, actually. You don't count the president. Third in charge, President pro tempore of the Senate. All right. You're going, who the hell is that? I never heard of that. You know what? It surprised me until I looked into it that this guy could be our next president if something happens to the three above him. All right. Number 4, Secretary of State. Number 5, Secretary of Treasury. Number 6, Secretary of Defense. And number 7, Attorney General. Look, I'm not gonna lie, my favorite, because he's from my home state, and we'll bring that out here in just a little bit. We'll talk about it. All right. Here we go. VP Mike Pence. Look, we've been there, done that with Pence. No deal. This is the only thing I'm going to say about Pence. Look at that face he's got. Look, Mike, do not use that face anymore. Look at it. Oh, man. You know, yes, I could have picked a better picture, but let's be honest. Like I said, this is coup de grace news. There's no whole bars. This is bad. Bad pick. The Mike Pence or VP of the United States moving forward after January 20th. Do not make this face again. It demeans you. All right. Moving on. Second in charge. Trump dies, gets blown up. Pence gets assassinated, whatever. Paul Ryan is the man. All right. Why do you think Paul Ryan tries to stick to this position he's got? Look, it's high. He's the shit. He really is. He's the Speaker of the House. He controls a lot of stuff. He really does. And if you think about it, when the president has to go through the Congress, the Senate, the House, and all that and get shit approved, he's the man. Paul Ryan, you know what? Let's just be honest. Without Trump and Paul getting along, the Republicans will have issues. All right, we're going to move on to third in charge, okay, and fourth in charge. This is interesting. Third in charge, President pro tempore of the Senate. All right, Orrin Hatch. Okay, look, he's like the senator of Utah or one of those places, somewhere up in there. He's been in the Senate forever. He's the longest surviving member of the Senate. Therefore, he is third in line. Something happens to Trump, Pence, Paul, this man here is in charge. But what they say is, this has happened one other time in our history, and they all get questioned about it. Most of them say, look, we're too old. They'll pass the torch to somebody else. Okay, who will that torch go to? Okay, fourth in line. Okay, Trump's got a toss-up. All right, Giuliani or Mitt Romney. Okay, who's he going to go with? You know, I'm going to look, see that picture of Newt right here? Picture of Newt right here? Newt recommends Rudy over Mitt for Secretary of State. You know what? I probably would too, if Giuliani wants it. Okay, he's got to want it. He's got to want to do a good job. I don't know. Because Giuliani has been more, he's been there for Trump. Okay. And let's just be honest. Mitt Romney said a few things. Look, yeah, did Trump probably say a few things too? Yes. But look, I would pick Rudy over Mitt. If Mitt gets it, that's okay. You know what? I was for Mitt 4 years ago. We'll see what happens, how that plays out. That's a tough card, you know. But as I said before, the first picture I showed, Trump is reaching out across the aisles trying to give Republicans a chance to say, you know what, maybe we need to get on board and do the right thing. That shows that Trump is doing that. All right, here we go. Number 5, Secretary of Treasury, Steven Mnuchin. He's like the head banker, Goldman Sachs, some shit. Now, I'm just going to be straight up with you. I think there'd be a few better choices. I don't like it because of the Goldman Sachs issue. Okay. That's just my personal opinion. Feels like there's some money deal, some dealings in there. Probably would not be the way Trump's been operating thus far through the whole presidential elect and through the campaign. But, you know, I'm not comfortable, but we'll see how that works out. This is who I am comfortable with. Secretary of Defense, Mad Dog. Okay, he's going to be 6 in line if something happens to anybody. Alright. When the top 5 are gone, this man here will be in charge. Okay. Secretary of Defense, General James Mattis. Okay. He's the shit. Let's read this. The first time you blow someone away is not an insignificant event. That said, there are some, boy, and I love saying, y'all watch me enough? I say it a lot. With that said, though, I say. I preface it with. With that said, there are some a-holes in the world that just need to be shocked. How many of you disagree with that statement? Okay. But we have laws, so we can't just do it all the time. All right. But in war, yeah, axe them. All right. There are hunters and there are victims. Okay. By your discipline, that's what keeps me from going out and killing people I don't like, and I think you will decide if you are a hunter or a victim. Now in the military, that's a separate little deal from us civilians here. Those of us that have been in the military, we get that. We understand what he's saying. Those that you haven't, you may not, but trust us that's been in the military, that is a very positive statement, okay, that will take our country to the next level in any war that we get ourselves involved in. Okay. General James Mad Dog Mattis. Great choice. Great choice. Now, we're going to move on to 7. My favorite of all favorites, because he's from my home state, for Attorney General, Senator Jeff Sessions. Jeff's a good guy, you know. Yeah, you know what? He wants to, he's not too tight on the marijuana issue and the states and everything else, but other than that fact, he's been accused of KKK just like Trump has, but that's all erroneous and just out there, okay? For you liberals that say, well, he's going to take our pot or whatever, there's no way they'll ever legalize it federally with Jeff Sessions. And you know what? You're probably right, okay? But you know what? He's going to do tons of other great things for us. that shouldn't even bother you. Okay, if you live in a state that elects to make smoking marijuana, whether it's for medicinal purposes or whatever, they want to say it's okay and not outlaw it, then good for you. You know what? I really don't think Jeff's going to push that issue for state by state. He's just not going to federally put the stamp on it and say it's okay. All right. Jeff's a good guy, real good guy, outstanding guy, fantastic for Attorney General. I think he's going to go after everybody and just nail them hard. He's going to go after, probably pull out for Clinton. He's going to go after Loretta. He's going to go after all of them, okay? That's why Trump said that he is not going to do it, okay? Trump's not going to press the issue because he's going to have an Attorney General in line that's going to take care of it for him. Trust me. They're not going to let dead dogs lie. They're going to keep it active. Trump's not going to push for it, but he don't have to. Senator Jeff Sessions will push for it. Okay. All right, look, I like this little cartoon we got down here, looking at it, because Jeff was the first to hop on the Trump train. Look, I was there, Mobile, Alabama, when Trump come in. Flew his circles around his jet. Everybody's pumped up. Comes in, Jeff Sessions comes in there with him at Lad People Stadium. It was a great feeling, you know. Everybody was pumped up. That was his first one, okay. There was thousands, tens of thousands there, okay. And now Jeff Sessions got on the Trump train and look, hey, he's sitting on top of Mr. Trump's head here. Giddy up, Mr. Trump. And that's kind of cute. You gotta love it. You know, you really do. All right, look, my second best pick for Trump, and I really got to say this because I have a lot of respect for her, is Laura Ingraham as press secretary. Yes, press secretary, they're not in the hierarchy for president. To fill in someday when they all die, if it gets down to. But you know what? She went on CNN, she went on MSNBC, she went in front of all of them a year or so ago. When they asked her who's going to be the president, she said Donald Trump. You know what? That paid off for her. Okay. She's coming in now, and I hope this is a secure deal because Laura has her shit together, and I don't see the press throwing anything under the radar at her that she cannot handle. Okay. Speaking of the press is already pissed off. Donald don't inform them when he's doing stuff. You know what? He talked about all this secrecy stuff. I wouldn't disclose this, I wouldn't disclose that. He's just doing what he said. Hey, there's some things the press don't need to know. You don't need to know we're going to go bomb people. Matter of fact, does the press really need to know where the president's going? If it leaks, somebody can go assassinate him. Okay? Trump is leading by example. He's doing what he said he's going to do. And you know what? The press is going to have to come through Laura. And you know what? She's tough. And she's great. She's a good person. Couldn't have picked anybody better. Okay. Well, look, let me tell you this. The bottom line is Trump, Pence, the gang, they're picking their people. They're making it happen. Okay. Which is a great thing. And look, this is going to go forward for a few more months prior to and everything else. But I'm proud of the way they're moving forward so far. All right, they really am. Just want to remember this though. Pence is the only one that Trump elected or selected. Okay. After that is Ryan. I'm not so pleased with that. I'm just going to be honest with you. I wish some reason Trey Gowdy could have got in there. I love Trey. I think we all love Trey. He's badass. He's sharp. Ask the right questions, okay? But look, moving forward, it's a great year. We got a lot to look forward to. Mike Rooney here, Coup de Grace News. And you know what? I want you to like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Stay tuned. There's a lot more coming, and we're moving forward. God bless America.